Well, good morning and welcome once again to Ed's Orchids. Now today I had somebody ask me, how's your Cattleyas doing, or your Cattleyas doing in lava rock? Well, my Cattleyas aren't very good. I'm a bit ashamed to show them. You can see one just at the bottom there I'm trying to get going, and I'm afraid they're all like this, but one or two of them are doing okay. Anyhow, I'm going to mix some feed up, and I'm going to try the Rick's formula, and we'll see what we do from there. And I'm going to water them all, so we'll see what we can do from there. But first, what I do is I fill the tub up here with RO water, and it's got a parts per million of 4. But it's just getting ready for all the elements changing on the RO unit to bring it back down to nothing. But 4 is fine, you can manage with that, no problem. Probably if it goes up to 10 you can still manage with that. You just subtract it or add it to the fertilizer you're putting in for the parts per million. But first I'm going to put some calcium nitrate in. Here I've got the calcium nitrate, just holding it in the right hand gently. It's in a sealed container, because if it wasn't, this would go to mush. And actually when you're using calcium nitrate and you're also using Epsom salts, you never mix them together. Always mix them separately and then put them together. If you mix them together, then it'll create a real mush and they won't be any good to you. So we've got this, and we'll put a few drops of calcium nitrate in. We want this up about 80, something like that. Clip the top back on, then and give it a stir. Now this is cold water, but what I've done, I have boiled some water, so we'll put some of that in just to warm it up a bit. Because the Cattleyas like warm water. Right, that should have melted the calcium nitrate now. So we'll put the parts per million in and see what it's measuring. That's just at 57. So I'll just put some more in. Won't need very much. Give it another stir. Test it again. 71. It's quite easy to overdo this, but another little pinch should do it quite well. It's a long job is this, and it's worth it because I'm not doing anything else. So it doesn't matter how long it takes for me to get this proper, as long as it's the right fertilizer to feed them on. I'll take that again, and that is, it's switched off. 81, so that'll do fine. I'll leave it at that, and then we're now going to put in some Epsom salts to the parts per million of about 20. So we'll sprinkle a little bit of Epsom salts in, doesn't need much at all. That's a little bit. Give it a stir again. brings it up to 96, 86. Oh, that's not much at all, is it? We'll put a little bit more in. We want it round about 100, 105, something like that. That's dead on 98. So that'll do. I don't do any more of that. That's enough. Now the next thing I'm putting in is this all-purpose plant food, and it's got a NPK of 444, and on the label it says it's got nitrogen 4%, phosphorus pentoxide 4%, same thing soluble in water 4%, and potassium oxide, and that's all it's got in. So what I'm going to do this, I'm going to get my pipette. Ow. So very sore that finger. Get the pipette and if I can find it, I have it somewhere, I know that, I've just seen it. Where is it? Oh, here it is. So we'll just get some of this in. I'll put about 10 drops in and see what that comes to. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll put 15 in. 13, 14, 15. Give it a stir again. And we'll want that up to about 140, 150. And it's on just 111, so this can't be very strong stuff. So put another 15 drops in. See what that is. I'm sorry if this is taking quite a long time, but it does to get the right proportions in that I want. No, it's only 120 now. Good heavens. Let's put a blob in. Put quite a bit in there, so we'll see what that's like. Never used that before. It's a new one I've never used before. Ah, that's right now. That's up at 143. So that'll do for that one. We'll get the pipette again and put some seaweed extract in. I don't think it's really important how much you put this in. I just like the water to be a nice brown colour, but not too dark. Try a little bit more. That should do nicely. Put that one away and start watering. Well, the TDS now of this fertilizer is 189, so that just about right for what I want. So now I'll do something I really don't want to do, and that's show you these Cattleyas. But I promised somebody I'd show you, so show you I will. Now the first one I'll show you is this one. It looks absolutely terrible. The leaves are very, very thick and very hard. I can't see what I'm doing now at the moment. There we are. Very thick, very hard leaves, and as you can see, there's one or two decent roots growing down there. So I'm not sure, there's nothing else going on, no nubbins on that one or anything. So what we'll do, we'll pick it up and drop it in there. And we'll leave these for what? Quarter of an hour, 20 minutes, something like that. Just let it soak up exactly what it wants. And you can see some little bubbles coming up, which is the air out of the lava rock. Well, here's another Cattleya not doing very well, although the leaves look okay. It's got absolutely no roots in at all, apart from one little, and I think they're both dead ones. But I had repotted this a little bit too deep, so now I've repotted it just 10 minutes ago, and I've left the rhizome on top. So I'm going to soak this in, and I hope what I've just done to it now will help to promote new roots. So we'll put this one in the water and let this have a good soak. Now that one has probably been in 10 minutes, quarter of an hour, so we'll take that one out and have a look at another one. Now here's another one, and it's part of the King of Taiwan that fell in two little pieces, and I've been doing my best for the last 6 months to try and bring it round, but I didn't do any good, so I thought, well, we'll try this lava rock. And as you can see there, it's got some decent roots on it. They're not all alive, and there's only a couple of growing tips on it, but if you notice there, and you see it there, there's two nubbins on it. One big nubbin there and another below it. So we'll just put this in the water and give this a good soak. And here's the other King of Taiwan. It's got a few leaves on it, they're not very nice. The pseudobulbs are pretty thin, but and it's got very little roots on it, but it has got this new growth on it. But I'm hoping that it's going to put some new roots down there, and it looks like it's just starting to. So that's a good sign. I mean, it's growing at a funny angle, this, so I thought, well, I'll leave it as it is, fastened it to a post there so it won't fall over completely. And we'll keep our fingers crossed to see how that goes on. And we'll put this in the water like we've done with the others. Make sure it gets a good soaking. And the last one is this golf green that nearly got thrown away. It's got two pseudobulbs that are pretty thin. It's got a leaf here that's, well, let's just call it a leaf. It hasn't opened fully yet. It's been hit by mealybug quite a bit and a bit of scale. But I've been doing the same to it in this lava rock, hoping that it would be okay. And at last we've got a little bit of growth on it. The only thing we want now is some roots. So that'll go into the mix, and that'll get a good soaking for 10-15 minutes. And that's all I can show you on the Cattleyas. So thanks very much for watching, and until next time, thank you for all your comments. I try to answer them as quickly as I can, and if you haven't subscribed, I'd like you to subscribe, because we'll keep an eye on these. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.